Braille.
What's up, guys? It's Quinn.
It's Alex.
This is Iconic Comic, and we're bringing our first episode of Iconic Movie News. It's going to be our weekly show where we just discuss what happened this week in the world of film and Hollywood news. And we're going to give all the news, and then we're going to give our opinions on the topics. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing up, Jon Favreau, the director of Iron Man 2, Chef, which is a really good indie film that he made, and obviously The Jungle Book, has been tasked by Disney to create a live-action reimagining of The Lion King in the same realm as The Jungle Book, basically, the same type of technology. The Jungle Book made $965.8 million worldwide.
Jeez.
It was a freaking monster success for Disney. But just like The Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast coming up, they said that there are going to be songs from the original movie in the new reimagining. So,
oh man,
what are your thoughts on that right off the bat?
I gotta tell you, Lion King, when I was a kid, was on my television 24/7. My sisters knew every word to every song. It was constant. And then I saw it again when I was, in my teens. I still loved it. Now, in my adulthood, I still love that movie. I still reference that movie. And I was super impressed with The Jungle Book because that alone was a classic movie too. What was it, in the
60s?
60s or 50s?
60s is when the
60s.
cartoon came out.
60s. I loved that movie too. And then the new one I saw 3 times in theaters, and
That's where that $965.8 million came from.
Yeah, I mean it was a really not only was it a good movie, but it was just beautifully done with the production, the technology they used. I mean, it was
This,
yeah.
when I saw this first, honestly, it could have said that they're making a reimagining of The Fox and the Hound, or this,
Oh God, that's too much.
or The Sword and the Stone, or something vague. But then if they would have said directed by Jon Favreau, I'm on board. I'm on board with anything Jon Favreau does right now. He is a genius, and I'm really happy that he did Jungle Book. Not only because Jungle Book was amazing, but he's back in that Disney family, because when he left Marvel, I don't think it was on great terms. Iron Man 2 wasn't that good, and he kind of left on weird terms, but now he's back in the Disney family, and I'm excited about this. I really hope they don't force feed all the songs. I think they should be like Jungle Book and kind of pick and choose, not all the songs, but just some of the songs.
Or have
you gotta
different
have
versions of it too.
I don't know if you can have Circle of Life in this one. I guess you gotta have that opening with the sunset.
And then you've got to have
Hakuna Matata.
Well, yeah, but it's great to be king.
I just can't wait.
Or
to be
I
king.
just can't wait to be king.
I think those are the 3 that you need. Other than that, I think you can pick
Definitely.
and choose. I don't think you need Can You Feel the Love Tonight. I don't know about that one.
No.
But I'm just happy that he's back in the Disney family. Mostly because I am petitioning this. I've been petitioning this. Give Jon Favreau a Star Wars movie. Not an episodic, not a saga film. Give him an anthology. Give him the Obi-Wan movie.
Oh.
Give him the Obi-Wan movie with Ewan McGregor. I would watch the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so.
You know what they're probably going to do with the songs, though? I mean, they have to... they can't use the original song, so they're going to use... They're going to change
It'll be like
it.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, exactly. Like the song...
Bare Necessities.
That. But the one that I just thought, that I just remembered, was King Louis' song. I Want to Be Like You.
Mm-hmm.
It had a different...
It was so weird.
It had a
different... like a jazz song in the movie.
It had a different tone to it.
In the cartoon, it was rock and roll, kind of upbeat, and it was
but
jazzy.
in the movie, the tone of that song, it sounded like, man, a lot of stuff is at stake right now.
I liked it. I still, every time I watch it, it weirds me out a little bit because it's a completely different kind of song than it was in the cartoon. But that was on the borderline for me of them force feeding a song down my throat. But it was borderline. I don't think it was. All right.
Mm-hmm. The Lion King. If they had like, what I don't want, and what the original Lion King did really well is they have those one-liners, not big monologues, but like when Scar was like, "Long live the king," and then dropped.
You gotta have that in there.
No, like.
Or you gotta.
But I don't know if that would be okay because
Here's
that's
my
just
thing,
too much like the original.
Do you try to get some of the original cast back? Do you try? I mean, James Earl Jones is still alive. Jeremy Irons is still alive. Do you try, or do you go a completely different direction with it?
You can't get all these.
Not all
the
of
same
them,
cast,
but just throw a couple in there.
Okay,
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones could do Mufasa fine, but like
Mufasa.
Simba's all grown up.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't use that same person.
Well, you can use the adult Simba, but I have no idea who that actor is. To be honest with you, I know the little Simba. The little Simba was
you don't know.
He was Randy from Home Improvement. That was little Simba.
Randy? Which one was Randy?
The middle child.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited for that. I will definitely see it because Lion King was like,
I'm already excited for Beauty and the Beast. I think that's gonna be amazing. Emma Watson playing Beauty and.
But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about
I know.
that.
I'm just saying
talking about
Disney's
that right
killing it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
So, next on the lineup.
So, from a report from The Sun, Michael Bay and the production of Transformers: The Last Knight have taken over Winston Churchill's former home, Blenheim Palace, to reimagine it as Adolf Hitler's headquarters. This stirred quite the controversy from groups of veterans, and so Michael Bay released a statement to the British Broadcasting Company, and doing so revealed another character when he said that Churchill is in the movie and will feature as a big hero. Bay believes Churchill would be smiling about the production of The Last Knight. This story is so weird and off the wall.
Well, the thing is, though, if you have a movie...
So there's time travel, obviously, in this Transformers.
If you have a movie, you can't really ignore history.
Yeah, but they're changing history, because they're saying that Winston Churchill's home is the headquarters of Adolf Hitler, and everybody's like, what?
Well, I don't think they're going to have it in the movie as, hey, this is Winston Churchill's home. No, it's not. No, I think it's just going to be the headquarters.
See, I feel like it's going to be more like somebody's messed with time, like the Decepticons, and they kind of have to fix stuff. Because this movie,
like Back to the Future.
Well, this movie also takes place in the medieval times with Merlin and the Sword and the Stone. I'm not even shitting you. This movie is so off the wall right now, and I don't know what to think of it because.
I don't know.
Okay, the last Transformers movie I kind of liked was the third one. Was that Dark of the Moon or was that Revenge of the Fallen? Revenge of the Fallen.
I think
that was the last one I kind of liked. No, I love the first Transformers. 2 was awful. 4 was just a mess.
I like Mark Wahlberg one.
I like him. I like the actors in it. I like them better than Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. I just think the story was all over the place, and there was just a bunch of explosions by the end of it, and it was weird. And there's always that character, like Stanley Tucci was in 4. He was basically the new, the agent from the first and the third one, the FBI agent who was just like a goofball. He was that in these movies, and I was like...
He was like Finn.
See, my easy there.
I'm just saying.
Finn's like my second favorite part of The Force Awakens. Anyway... Transformers always gets me because I'm done with Transformers. I'm done with them. The movie was bad. I'm done with them. Trailer comes out.
And then
oh my god!
The trailer goes like this, and then it just waits, and then you like nibble, and then you bite, and they go, "Pwah!" and then you see it twice.
They are the best at making trailers over there at Paramount. Paramount is the best at making their Transformers trailers because they hook, line, and sinker me every time. In this movie about God knows what, there's Decepticons, Nazis, Merlin, the Sword and the Stone, time travel. Mark Wahlberg's still in it. What's going on in this movie? Michael Bay, I think, is just going nuts a little bit, but it also intrigues me.
I guess we'll just have to see. Does this say when it was?
The Last Night comes out next year.
Next year, we got time. So there's probably going to be more. Well, there has to be more on this.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know. Anyway. Moving on.
Moving on to a trailer that I'm actually looking forward to. The Rogue One trailer, according to Star Wars News Net, which comes out with a lot of good Star Wars news, so go check them out. Disney reportedly plans to unveil the final Rogue One trailer. Yes. Don't want any more. Don't show me any TV spots. Nothing. I just want this last trailer. That's it. 2 months before the film hits theaters, late October, Disney's Russian subdivision revealed that the Rogue One trailer will probably be attached to Doctor Strange on October 28th because it opens early in Russia. Doctor Strange does on October 28th. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that, well, actually I'm going to ask you, do you think it'll be released online to everybody or just released in Russia first?
Dude, once it hits online, it's everywhere.
I agree.
And once it hits online, it is literally like wildfire.
And when there's...
So yeah, I think we'll see.
It's happened with Marvel stuff before, and it's happened with, I want to say it was Age of Ultron. Their big plan was, all right, we're going to reveal the trailer with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was a smart business move because that show was in the gutter. It's like, all right, what's going to get viewers? Yeah. There's a new Avengers trailer at the beginning of the show. Right. Watch it. And then it leaked a week early. But it was a really crappy version. So Disney mustered up, and they were like, look, we shit the bed on this one.
Whoops.
We shit the bed. Instead of a crappy trailer going around, let's just release the 1080p HD. Let's get people hyped about this. And it was like the most watched trailer of the year.
Right.
I think they're not even gonna. I think they're just gonna, because with Civil War they did the same thing. I think they're just gonna release it online, and then it'll be in front of Doctor Strange the next time you go see the movie, which makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I have a feeling at the end of this trailer you're gonna see something around, I think it was October 28th. I think you're gonna see something that says tickets on sale now. It's usually the last trailer that says that.
Yeah. Probably.
They did this the same time last year for The Force Awakens. It was October, it was the last trailer, but they did it before Monday Night Football. So, it's a weird marketing with this movie. How have you felt about the marketing with this movie?
I don't know. I mean...
The trailers are dope, but
I don't care. As long as I get to see it, I don't really care.
I'm kind of curious on what they're even going to put in this trailer, because they can't put in... Look, we know the story. They steal the plans of the Death Star. Most of them are probably going to die because they're not in the original trilogy, and Darth Vader's in it. Now, I don't want him to show me much more Vader, do you? I want Vader to be in the movie and him to be a badass.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him. Honestly, I want to see the full potential of Darth Vader because we got a lot of Vader when he was fighting, Luke Skywalker in that iconic scene and stuff, but,
Not the in-action Vader that you read about in the comics
exactly.
and the video games.
So I don't think we got enough Vader in those 3 movies anyway. I mean, he was there, you knew about him, you knew what he could do, and the fight between him and Luke was probably the most iconic scene, one of the most iconic scenes in film history. But I think with this movie, they shouldn't spend too much time, but...
Showcase his abilities.
Yeah, like they did with Kylo Ren, he could go into your memory. Like, that's powerful.
I still stand that I think that Kylo Ren's more powerful than
He is, though. He is. He is a young... He's just young.
Kylo Ren is what Anakin should have been in the prequels. The way he is and the way he acts. He's a temper tantrum kind of kid, but he's not whiny.
No.
Sand people. You underestimate my power. Anyway, I want to see Vader. Don't want to see too much of him in this trailer. I'd be fine with a bunch of rebels just standing there. They're fighting stormtroopers on the beach front, whatever. It's going to be a war movie. And then they kill them, and they think it's over, and they're wiping the sweat off their brows. Like,
and then one guy, you just see one guy just go.
And then you don't even see the full body. It's like hip, you see the hilt. Ow. Like, oh, are you freaking kidding me? I will lose my freaking mind. That's all I need. Don't show me the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just show me that. I think what would be good, because you know how they're all saying everybody's going to die at the end of this, because they're not in the original trilogy. All the whole team that steals Death Star plans. I don't think they're all going to die.
I think they're all going hiding.
No. I think a couple of them will die getting the plans, and then, all right, everybody else, all right, we're sending you to Alderaan. That's where the base is, the Rebel base. It's in Alderaan, so it's like that would make sense. Put them in Alderaan, and then you may fire when ready.
Man,
that'd be a good cop out, so they just don't all die there, because the plans have to get back. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
I'm excited. Let's get it. All right. Moving on. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Star Trek Beyond and Fast and Furious director, not a big Fast and Furious fan, but I did love Star Trek Beyond, Justin Lin is going to produce and direct a Hot Wheels movie. Legendary Pictures is now searching for writers to pen the script, saying the project is in early stages of development and no release date has been set. How do you feel about this shit show of a story?
Can I go?
Yeah, by all means take this one.
Okay, so this kind of rubs me like Battleship did. When that movie came out, I actually saw it. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it when it was on TV. And I actually liked it. It had some cool action sequences. The writing, subpar. But
Pearl Harbor of action movies.
Yeah. But the thing is though, with Battleship, you know, they really didn't. They based one portion of that movie off the actual board game.
It's been so long since I've seen it. Is that when they were like blind and they couldn't really have radar or whatever?
Exactly.
They were just guessing.
So they used the buoys, and they.
Oh, they had the grid.
So they had the grid.
That was a cool part.
And it was.
And
so they did the coordinates.
That was cool, actually.
Like B12, C14, and stuff like that. Battleship. So that was based off the board game, because I saw a featurette on it. I forget where I saw it. I think it was, it was on TV. It was on FX.
FX has all the featurettes. The FX on DVD things.
Exactly. They give like little snippets of like behind the scenes stuff when they cut from commercial break and they come back and they show something and then they go back to the movie.
I see where you're going with that, but my thing is at least that had something to go off of in a way, because Hot Wheels, it's just cars.
No,
wait.
I got it. Okay, don't cut me off. You ready? Okay. So, what I was saying earlier before I was rudely interrupted. Actually, I forget what I was saying. But Hot Wheels, it's the car. They're the little tiny cars that you got in Happy Meals. That you got, when your grandma didn't know what to get you, so she got you like 4 Hot Wheels cars. But I had like so many of them. I had a carpet, like a rug in my room that I would play with them on.
Do you have the orange tracks?
I'm getting to that actually. And I did have the orange tracks.
He's gonna pen the script right
where
now.
Where you could make your own track and stuff. I think. Have you seen Death Race?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they kind of made their own track out of that train factory? I feel like it's going to be Fast and Furious meets Hot Wheels. Like, they need people to do jobs, or something like that, or they're imprisoned or something, and then they have to drive these crazy tracks with the what are they called?
So basically, it's going to be like the Speed Racer movie.
Yeah.
Is basically what it's going to be like. And I'm fine with that because
I don't know though.
I love the Speed Racer movie.
Just from that though, I don't know what it's going to be about, but they don't have much to go off of.
But maybe that's good. Maybe that's good because a lot of times when you got too much to go off of, you rely
too heavily on
chained down by the source material. But also, if you don't have any source material, you're kind of just left to whatever.
Think about Need for Speed. Did you see that movie?
Mm-hmm. Did the movie come before the game, or the game first, then the movie?
It's so many games.
Okay. I'm sorry.
They had so many. They had so many video games for Need for Speed. My favorite was Most Wanted on the PS2. That was awesome. Then they found out.
I was more of a Burnout guy.
Well, you are a Burnout. No, I'm kidding. But with Need for Speed though, the movie, I was intrigued just because I like the video games. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed the games as a kid and as an adult. And the story was good too. But they had something to go off of. That's the thing. Hot Wheels, like, I don't know. I mean,
the only game-related movie I'm looking forward to coming out,
Assassin's Creed.
That's something we can agree on.
That's yeah. Well, because that has a lot of very interwoven,
in-depth backstory,
history. You know, before you start the game, it has the loading screen, and you know when it says like this icon appears when it's saving. Don't turn off the console and stuff like that. I don't know it verbatim, but it has like a 4 or 5 lines, and it goes like, "This game was made by all different kinds of people from like different walks of life, from ethnicities, religions.
I really like that's the beginning of every single Assassin's Creed.
Exactly.
Anyway, off topic. Go see Assassin's Creed.
We will do a reaction if there's another trailer that comes out.
Anyway.
But anyway, with Hot Wheels, I'm
not excited.
We're gonna move on.
I'm nervous. That's what I'll leave it with. Our last story of the day. Is Wonder Woman bisexual? I sure hope so.
Oh my god.
Greg Rucka and his co-illustrator, Nicholas Scott, who have penned many Wonder Woman comics, did an interview recently with Comicosity. Rucka had to say this: "How can they not all be in a same-sex relationship, right? It makes no logical sense otherwise. It's supposed to be paradise. You're supposed to be able to live happily. You're supposed to be able, in a context where one can live happily, and part of what an individual needs for that happiness is to have a partner, to have a fulfilling, romantic, and sexual relationship. And the only options are women. But an Amazon doesn't look at another Amazon and say, you're gay. They don't. The concept doesn't exist. Now, are we saying Diana has been in love and had relationships with other women? As Nicola and I approach it, the answer is obviously yes. And it needs to be yes for a number of reasons. But perhaps foremost among them is, if no, then she leaves paradise only because of a potential romantic relationship with Steve Trevor, and that diminishes her character." So what are your thoughts?
Okay, you know what? Don't cut me off, okay?
Okay.
Alright? So...
Who's the asshole now?
Listen. Wonder Woman is not a woman that needs saving from a guy. What's the guy's name?
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying that she...
No. Just don't cut me off.
Okay.
So, what I'm saying is that for this paradise, like, that's basically... It's basically saying that a man has to come in and save the day. That's basically what that's saying. Okay?
How?
And then,
I disagree.
And
How?
then for... Cut me off!
I want you to explain, because I don't read that from that at all. The paradise is where the Amazonians live, and he's saying that...
Paradise is also subjective, too. My paradise might not be the same as your paradise.
The Amazonians live in paradise, is what he's saying. It's their paradise.
Okay.
And he's saying that basically they have natural urges. You cannot... No one goes through life, even if you're asexual, having non-sexual urges. That's just...
Don't say that. You don't know that.
It's human nature. Somebody has to have some... Even if it's not sexual, you have feelings towards another person. Unless you're
They don't have to be romantic.
Okay,
You
well-
don't have to be happy, to be truly happy. Some people don't need a life partner. They don't need somebody.
Okay, before we get into philosophy, let's stick to the story. It's on Wonder Woman.
Okay.
My question posing right now is, this is movie news. This was a comic story, but I thought it would be appropriate to ask because the Wonder Woman movie is coming out in March of next year. It's coming around the corner. Is this something that we could see in the film or in the further future films? Would you be opposed to it or
No.
against it?
Neither. It wouldn't affect my opinion on the movie. If she kissed a girl, so?
Yes.
I'm just saying, no, really, like, that's not gonna make or break this movie for
No.
me. I mean,
To be her performance. Still a little nervous about her. I liked her in Batman vs Superman, but
yeah.
a little nervous
But
about her.
as far as the character's sexuality goes, why should that be brought into question?
The only time I don't like it when it's one way or the other, whether it be gay or straight, is when they just grasp at straws and just do it to be politically correct or just to serve zero purpose. And, you know, like the whole... I'm sure you've seen the memes of Steve and Bucky, that everybody thinks they should be a gay couple. No. You know why he cares about them so much? Because they're basically brothers. They raised each other. They don't have to bone. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It's you're trying to put something there that's not there. Now, if they do it and it makes sense, I'm all for it. I don't care if gay, straight, both. That's fine. But if you're just throwing it out there just to pander to a group of people,
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Like, if something like that gets brought up,
and if you change the source material, that really hits me the wrong way.
if it's done well, then it doesn't bother me that much. But with this though, with the bisexual, gay, straight, Deadpool is pansexual.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did we care?
No, well, they didn't even bring it up in the movie.
They didn't bring it up, but it was an article somewhere. I forget where, but like with Deadpool, they didn't care. And
Deadpool
with
could have
Wonder
sex
Woman,
with a taco. That is for
Well,
choice
yeah.
words.
but with Wonder Woman though, like, okay, so my thing is like to even bring something like that up, like you said, it has to serve a purpose. It has to characterize people.
Has to push the story forward. If it doesn't, don't bring it up and just.
If it's not pushing it forward, it's pulling it back. Quote me. Boom.
Exactly. If it isn't pushing the story forward, you can still put it in there. Just make it, like you said, don't make it a central part of the story. She just kissed a girl. Who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
don't make it. I'm Diana Prince. I'm gay. Don't do that. Like, if it pushes the story forward, by all means, put it in there. But if it doesn't, I don't care what sexuality she is. She's badass. Did you watch that trailer? Oh my god. She climbs up the ladder, and she takes a shield, a rocket comes in. Get out of my fucking house, bitch. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, but...
alright, forget this for a second. How do you feel about the Wonder Woman movie? Let's talk about that for a second. What are your thoughts on the trailer and what's to come?
I am more than excited because I think, and I'm not just
I
trying
think
to...
DC movies are starting to get on the right track.
I'm not trying to pander to a certain group, but to have a strong woman superhero like that, I think could really bring a really cool balance. I mean, like, she's been there already, but like on the big screen and done right, I think would be really, really awesome.
My 3 most anticipated superhero films coming up in the next few years are Wonder Woman, Black Panther, and Captain Marvel. DC and Marvel's first two...
I was gonna say, like, you're...
DC and Marvel's first 2 female lead characters. It's been long enough for Marvel. I understand why they didn't do it before, because here's my thing. A lot of people were saying, like, oh my god, Marvel doesn't have a strong female lead, like, up front on the movie poster character. I don't blame them, however, because Hollywood tried that. Listen,
Okay.
No. I don't blame them from a business standpoint because Hollywood tried that from like the early 2000s to the mid 2000s. Elektra, Catwoman. I know there's another one in there.
Okay, those two were awful, but so was Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
I'm just saying, they tried a lot of these movies that.
You can't put that gender on it. Just just the woman movie.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I'm sure Hollywood looked at that when they were making these movies, and they had to build an audience. Could you have started the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Captain Marvel? Could you have started it with a Black Widow movie, which we should get? We should get a Black Widow movie.
Why not?
You needed to ground the universe and then bring up characters like Captain Marvel.
We had to bring the men in first.
Wow, you're just gonna paint me like the asshole.
No. Now I'm just trying to twist his words around. No, but honestly,
I just said those are my 3 movies I'm most excited for.
I know. But
one, Black Panther is going to be the first different race lead character in a superhero movie that holds his own ground, and he's a motherfucking badass. And it's Ryan Coogler who directed Creed. He's gonna kill it. Then you got Wonder Woman. She's gonna kill it. And then Captain Marvel, Brie motherfucking Larson. She is a badass. She just won an Oscar for The Room. Marvel's getting Oscar talent. I'm excited, and I'm not a sexist. I'm excited for these movies. He's twisting my words.
The only reason I did that was to mess with him, to make him, squirm. That's just fun for me. But I'm really excited. It's awesome.
Alright, so, last but not least, opening this week in theaters. There are many movies, but the one we are going to go over today, the most anticipated movie of the week, is The Girl on the Train, starring Emily Blunt, Rebecca Ferguson, Luke Evans, and Haley Bennett. In The Girl on the Train, Rachel Watson, an alcoholic who divorced her husband Tom after she caught him cheating on her, takes the train to work daily. She fantasizes about the relationship of her neighbors, Scott and Megan Hipwell, during her commute. That all changes when she witnesses something from the train window, and Megan is found to be missing, presumed dead. I know this is a movie based on a book. I haven't read the book, but the cast alone gets me intrigued about it.
I haven't read the book either.
The cast alone gets me intrigued about it. Emily Blunt, she's been killing it lately. Rebecca Ferguson, she played the girl in the last Mission Impossible movie. Mm-hmm. Luke Evans, badass motherfucker. He was in all 3 Hobbit movies. The Dragon Slayer guy, and he was in Dracula.
Did you see that movie?
I actually did. I actually kind of liked it. Kind of.
I didn't. I missed that one.
I kind of liked it, but the cast alone gets me excited about this movie, and I'm a big fan of mystery murder thrillers, especially when they're based off of books.
Yeah.
2014, my favorite movie of the year was Gone Girl.
Film of the year was Gone Girl. That kind of messed me up.
And I've seen the trailer for this, and it's giving me a Gone Girl type of vibe to it. I'm really excited for anything that has to do with murder mystery or thrillers, and especially when you got a cast like this.
I might skim that book, actually. I might skim through it, see what it's about. So.
But if we go check it out, you're going to see a review on it.
If we go.
Here we go.
What?
Here we go.
Alright, I think that's all. So,
that's a wrap, people.
well, that was our first installment of Iconic Movie News. Drop your comments down below. Let us know what you guys thought, if you agreed with us. Let us know if you disagreed with us. I don't care. Make sure you like,
comment,
share,
subscribe,
so you don't miss a single thing. If you want us to look at something, if you want us to react to something, you can send it to us in our email. We also have Twitter and Facebook. We're starting to get a following now, guys, and it's thanks to you guys. So spread the word. We've just started Luke Cage, and I know you're all excited about that. We watched the first episode. It got us. It was really hard to stop watching and start this show. Yeah.
But we did it because we love you guys. But we're gonna put up a season review once we get finished with the show, and I feel like it's gonna be soon because I feel like we're gonna binge.
I'm
the
gonna
shit
binge
out of the
out.
show.
I'm gonna binge it. So.
So that'll be coming up in probably within the next week or so. And Wednesday, don't forget to stay tuned for iconic comic superhero news.
Mhm.
It's gonna be off the hook.
Yep. All right. Are we good to go?
I think so.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Cue music.
Holy Grail.